Hi, and welcome to Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective read. Now, since this whole week and a little bit of last week, I've been picking up on such strong energy. This will be the last one that I'm kind of trying to focus that energy into the cards. Next week, I'll go back to kind of trying to read from the collective, but there's a specific energy around the new moon that just passed. And for those that work with lunar energy or the lunar cycles, there's kind of this understanding that you can feel the full moon coming 3 days before, and you can feel the effects and work with that full moon energy up to 3 days after. So we're on Friday, and I thought, let's just do one more reading and see what the universe wants to bring forth to those who are either connected to the moon, work with the moon, or love someone who's in love with the moon. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. Normally I do my intro, but I'm being told to just go ahead and start shuffling. So we're going to be using these oracle cards, which I really love. They have quotes by famous people and like the interpretations, so we're going to go ahead and use those. Circle cards are a little bit hard to shuffle, so hold on. Already trying to get away from me. Okay. Alrighty, so we have, we have two. Okay. So I'll put that down. And so the two that we got were, the first one is in the category of pursuits to consider. You have a penchant for enjoyment, affability, and sociability. Endeavor to maintain a calm and focused mindset. It is imperative to cultivate a sense of maturity in your character. Prioritize diligence and industriousness. If there are ongoing conflicts in your life, this is the opportune moment to seek resolution. Execute your responsibilities with a methodical and orderly approach. Remember, a day devoid of laughter is one most squandered. And that comes from the quote, the most wasted of days is one without laughter, by E.E. Cummings. So we'll put that there. And the other one is future happenings. Happiness grows in personal relationships you develop. Interests in new subjects, but steer clear of unnecessary meddling. Success will come your way in matters of love and affection. Matters of the heart take center stage. There are advancements in essential duties as you make headway in pending tasks and in goals of love. You refine your artistic abilities. So, well, I guess this is technically more of a pre-shuffle, but I really like these two cards. I was going to put them both out, but no. I'm being told to get two more and then get different oracles. Okay, that's fair. Sometimes I have a plan, and you know what makes my guides laugh is telling them I have a plan. So let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so then we have two more pursuits to consider. So the first pursuit is you have sociability, tolerance, and a collaborative nature. Ensuring inner tranquility is crucial in present moments. Sustaining connections with dignitaries and esteemed individuals prove advantageous for your endeavors. Patience is essential in various situations, as anger and hastiness can exacerbate matters. Remember, the journey of education may begin with challenging routes, but the ultimate rewards are truly sweet. And that comes from the quote, "The root of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet," by Aristotle. And then the last one that we have is the pursuits to consider category of you carry empathy, optimism, and reliability. Your increasing dedication to spirituality investigates beneficial transformations in your character. Someone's moving into that spiritual path. I love it. Inject some novelty into your life as it can introduce a constructive shift in your daily habits. Commanding others may showcase strength, but true power lies in mastering oneself. And it comes from the quote, "I don't need it to be easy, I need it to be worth it," by Lil Wayne. So honestly, I really love those cards. It's giving, honestly, and if anyone is interested, this is what the backs look like. They have earths on them, different versions of earth. They're really beautiful. It's giving the energy of someone in no big surprise, because we just had a full moon, the full strawberry moon to be specific. We just had the full moon, and it's about culmination, about closing out old chapters and preparing ourselves for setting up a new chapter in our life, a new phase, a new adventure. And the really interesting thing about the straw, you know what? Hold on, let me get the cards, the other oracle that I'm being told to grab, which is, what are they called? They're called Moonlit Legends. This is what it looks like. But the full moon is always about culmination and completion, but specifically the strawberry moon. And because I come from indigenous native backgrounds, I understand that the strawberry moon stands for the time of harvest. And so something about this full moon, specifically for the energy that I've been reading for the last week and a half or so, is about recognizing that everything that the effort that you've put in, the things that you've been working towards, things that you're trying to close out, all of those things are coming to fruition now. Okay? And again, it could have happened on Sunday or Monday. It could happen today or tomorrow. But all this week, this full moon energy is about harvesting the things that you've put work into. It is clearing away what you don't need anymore, closing that chapter, recognizing the points in which that were difficult, but also recognizing that that which you learned, like that Lil Wayne quote, "I don't need it to be easy, I need it to be worth it." So you may have, in the last month or so, have really been struggling with wanting to work towards a specific goal. Not to say that you were unfocused on your goal, but it seemed like there was something in the way. It could be one specific area that might have been holding you back, or it could have felt like every time you took a step towards achieving this goal or getting someplace you want to be, where you've already set like a finish line of, this is what I want, this is the goal that I've set for myself, this is where my happiness lies. It feels like as you're moving towards it, like life was throwing everything in your path, downed power lines, a tree, animals running across the road, traffic. Like it seemed like everything was put in your way in your pursuit to this particular goal or happiness. And it isn't that the universe was putting those things in your way to stop you from achieving your goal. It was slowing you down so that you could learn to take in the lessons that were there. Because if you speed through something and you take kind of a cursory glance, it's like the Cliff Notes version of your life. You could speed through something, but then are you truly prepared for, quote unquote, the test at the end? Like those little notes, Cliff Notes that you get for books, they can give you a good summation of the story, but it doesn't give you the experience of reading the whole novel. You see what I'm saying? It might get you to the point where you can pass a test, but you're missing out on some of the nuances that you could have experienced because you, as yourself, reading the novel, gain different things than other people. Like if you read the Cliff Notes, everybody learns the same things because the Cliff Notes of that particular book will give you the same information. But it's different than reading the novel yourself. Because based on your own life experience, your own views of your world, your own views on relationships, love, longing, yearning, whatever, all of that kind of adds to your experience of reading the novel. Hence why sometimes the universe will put things not in your way, but things to add to your experience. And here's another thing that I'm just being heard. I'm just being told is that the universe always says yes. The universe doesn't deny you things. It always says yes. If you're like, I'm going to get a better job, the universe is going to say yes. It's going to give you the chance for a better job. The reason why it may seem like the universe works against us is because when we ask for, quote, the better job, that means we lose our job. Whether the company folds or you get let go because they are downsizing their company, there's a tower moment where you have to leave your apartment in order to, maybe the landlord sold the building, so now you have to leave your apartment. The only place that you can get an apartment is like 3 hours away, so you have to leave your job. It's not that the universe is trying to deny us anything. It always says yes, but when it says yes, it has to do with how we're looking at things and understanding that when the universe says yes to things, it's like pieces on a chessboard. Things have to move around in order to make room for that. So if you want a certain job and you say, I want a new job, the universe says yes. I want a new relationship. The universe will say yes. I want this opportunity. The universe is going to say yes. How it comes about can sometimes be a long road, can test our kind of inner fortitude. But it is still trying to give us what it is that we want. However, I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, but it's for somebody. It is for somebody. Let me put this is the deck I'm going to use. Let me put it down. I'll pick it up when I'm about ready to go into the next little pre-shuffle. I also want to point out that the universe says yes to everything that we put out for ourselves. We co-create with the universe, right? I always say that in my tarot intros, and I believe that. The universe gives us the opportunity, the space, the resources to make decisions for our lives. With co-creating, it's never going to shove us into something we don't want. Because if we... How do I want to say? Listen, if you ask for a new relationship, okay, the universe is going to say yes. But at the same time, if you're thinking, I want a new relationship, but the subtext to that is, but I don't feel ready. I don't feel healed. I'm such a fucking mess. Then the universe is going to say, yes. And it's likely going to send you a relationship that can be tempestuous, tumultuous, have lots of up and downs. If you say to yourself, well, this job, I want this job, or I want a job, the universe says yes. And then you think, well, I don't have the education for it. I don't have the experience for it. Then the universe is going to say yes, and it'll probably take that opportunity off the table. Because what we put out into the world is what is reflected back to us. If we want to be with someone, but we doubt our ability to show up, doubt our fidelity, doubt our readiness, then that relationship likely will be rocky, or it won't come to fruition because you're putting a block in your way. I hope I'm articulating this right, because my intent is to kind of explain my personal view, my personal gnosis, my personal headcanon. This is not the way it has to be for everyone. If it resonates with you, then it does. But I feel that if... Oh gosh, why am I just heard Twin Flame Journey? Okay, before we get into all of that, let's get some cards, because I'm feeling like something is pertinent about these cards. Okay, so... Okay, so we have two, which we just had the strawberry moon. And also we have the thunder moon. Like, without reading the text, because these are new cards to me, without reading the text, I already find this to be a confirmation and a synchronicity, because I've been talking about lunar energy for a week and a half. I just went on this whole little spiel that I don't know why about how the universe will always say yes to the things that we say. So if we view things in a negative light, the universe is going to bring that reality in, or not bring in the opportunity that you're hoping for because you don't feel truly ready for it. But also that new moon, pardon me. Why do I keep saying new moons? Well, I know why. Because my entire last week of readings have been about the energy between a full moon and a new moon. There being an energetic portal for some serious change. And in a positive way. Like, in a positive way. Something that is going to benefit. Is going to rebuild better than before. And then I went on the whole tirade about what you put out into the universe. And then I heard twin flames. And now here we are with the strawberry moon, the moon that just passed, the full moon energy that we currently still are in, about harvesting, learning from the lessons that we went through, the hard work that we put in, and understanding the lesson, understanding the clarity, reaping all the benefits of this moment between the full moon and the new moon. Now, what I think is, first, let me read what this says. It says, strawberry moon, time to embrace joy and celebrate life. It encourages connection with loved ones and sharing in moments of happiness. I was going to say, it's interesting that I said twin flames, and then we got the strawberry moon, and it's telling us to spend time with loved ones and in sharing in moments of happiness. Now, this thunder moon, right away, I'm hearing tower energy, right? How can we not? Look at it. The thunder moon says, the thunder moon awakens intense energy within, calling forth powerful forces that drives transformation and bold change. And hold on. So I had just heard twin flames. My guides are telling me that I need to tell you, I need to tell the collective how I see twin flames. Now, again, as I said before, with how I believe we work with the universe is always going to give us what we believe, right? So if we don't feel like we're ready for a situation, the opportunity to get that job or have that break or have that relationship is put further down the road, because we're telling ourselves, I'm not ready, and the universe hears it and says yes, because the universe says yes to everything. I didn't understand why I was hearing twin flame journey, but now for me it kind of makes sense, because okay, I'm gonna put this deck down. If you just want to get into the reading, I will put a chapter marker in, but I do feel the need to talk about my particular personal headcanon about what twin flames are, and my personal gnosis and belief on how you connect with them and how you manifest them and how you become into union with them. I am not a professional. This is literally channeled messages for me and my guides. So if you have your own system in how you work through with twin flames, and stay with that. I don't want to try to change your mind if you feel comfortable in your belief system. But if you're interested and you just want food for thought, or you just want to hear what I think, this is it. Okay, so twin flames are yourself. Some people say it's your other half, and I personally don't believe that. I feel we are complete on our own. It is not half of us. It is us. Science has kind of already proven, with string theory and all that all time is happening at once. And so twin flames, sometimes people call them simultaneous incarnations or iterations, but is your soul an exact duplicate, the same soul, your same energy in another body. It's not half of you, it's your whole self. And that's why when you meet them, whoever they may be, why it feels eerily familiar and like you've known them forever, or that they just get you and they see you for who you are. It's because they have the same soul. Now, I don't want to minimize or marginalize or to overshadow my belief with people's real lived experiences. You can have like real life twins, okay? Real life identical twins. I'm just using this in this one instance right now. Real life identical twins look exactly the same, okay? That's what a twin flame is. They are your exact soul. It is the same soul. But those actual identical twins may look the same, but they can have very different life experiences. There's going to be commonalities for sure, because energetically they are physical identical twins. But as they move through the world and what they do, they experience different things. And so how they view the world may be slightly different than yours, but essentially have your same energy. That's kind of how I see twin flames. It is your exact soul. It is your kindred spirit because it is you. It is you. Your soul has been incarnated or reiterated twice in one lifetime. And this is why you're so magnetized to each other when you meet each other, because it's like, hey, wait a minute. Now that I saw my soul, I want to be reunited with my soul because it is me. And the point of that person having their own lived experience and your lived experience is so that they can mirror to you the things that you need to heal, and you mirror to them what they need to heal. This is that whole, the thing that people call the runner and the chaser. And I don't want to go too much into it, but I do want to say that there is a popular practice or belief that you shouldn't focus on your twin. You shouldn't think about them obsessively. You shouldn't worry about what they're doing. Your thoughts shouldn't be focused on them because that delays union. And I don't believe that. I don't. I think how you think about that energy matters. If you're thinking, I'll never be with my twin, this journey is so long, I'm not ready for my twin, I'm not healed enough for my twin, they probably moved on. The universe is saying yes, yes, yes to all of those things. It's not thinking about your twin that keeps them away from you. It is how you're thinking about your twin that is keeping a distance. If you think about your twin as in positive, however you want to, because I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you think about it in a positive way, in an uplifting way, in how you're learning and growing and understand the journey for what it is, like self-actualization, self-mastery, once you've met, you're already in union with yourself energetically. And a lot of people get tied up in the physical union. And while I understand that, because it's something, that is a real human want, need, or desires to be in union with someone that they love, I get that. But it's more important that you understand the journey that you're on, the progress that you've made, how you've healed, and understand the progress that they've made. And send love through those channels, those strings that connect you and your twin, or you to yourself. Offer them strength and clarity and peace and trust. It's hard to think about it sometimes for some people, because if they've already gotten into like kind of a somewhat toxic cycle, like my twin is this and they're never going to change, and you've already put yourself into that circle or into that cycle, it's up to you to change it, or else you're just pushing your union with your twin farther down the line. offer strength, love, healing, trust, comfort, confidence, and knowing that this journey is a gift to you and your twin, and that union is already happening energetically and spiritually, and that the physical union is inevitable. That's my personal headcanon on that. You do not have to take that. That is just how I feel. And because of the fact that we just had a strawberry moon, and then we have this thunder moon, more specifically with this thunder moon, this is confirmation that the energy that I'm reading is for those that have resonated with my readings. This is confirmation because this is a new deck, and I shuffled it before I brought it out, and I shuffled it as I was on camera, and this, out of all the moons that could have come out, was the full moon we just had. So we're going to leave that on the table. I'm also going to leave this thunder moon because this is about the transformation, the tower moment, the upheaval that causes the change. And when I say transformation and upheaval, it doesn't have to be painful. It could be involved. It could take time. And maybe, there's a song I just heard at my job. They're always playing music at my job, and there's a song that often comes up because it's a popular song. It's either someone's like playlist or the radio station they have on often plays this song. So whatever it is that's going to come forward, this change that needs to happen in order to complete an old cycle, to close it out so that you can move towards something else. This tower moment, this transformative time, this energetic portal between the full moon and the new moon, as I've been saying in my past readings, there's something that needs to be let go. And you already know what it is. And like I said, tower moments don't have to be painful. They don't have to be discouraging. But it may be a little difficult. It may take some perseverance. In some cases, it may be a little painful. And when I was about to say that, this song lyric came into my head. And it's, I'm a little bit hurt, but I'm a lot more free. I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. That's, I don't know who sings it. If I can remember it, it's not necessarily the style of music that I listen to, but I thought those lyrics were very profound. I'm a little bit hurt, but I'm a lot more free. So there's something that needs to be let go between the full moon and the new moon. And that doesn't mean it has to happen right then, but the energy, the transformation, if you're wanting to achieve a goal, a relationship, a possibility, an opportunity, this is the time for those wheels to be set in motion. Okay, sorry. I didn't think it was going to be so wordy. I didn't think I was going to be so wordy in this. So okay, let's just get into some oracles then. Okay, so let me see the time. Oh my gosh, it's already 30 minutes in, and it just did the pre-shuffle. I always like to say to myself, Angel, today you're going to do like a brief reading, because not everybody's going to want to listen to your dissertation that's like an hour long. Let me just do a 15-20 minute video. And then here we are, 30 minutes in, and I haven't even started the reading. Okay, so let's see. Can you give me some oracles to kind of outline what are we closing out in this strawberry moon? Third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Like just the readings that I've done for the last week. And I said twin flames at the beginning of this reading. What needs to be released for those that it resonates with. Again, I'm not telling you what needs to happen, because no one can tell you how to live your life. No one, no tarot reader, no medium, no No, nobody. You are the only one who makes decisions for your life because you're the ones who have to live with the benefits or the consequences. Those are your decisions. However, I will say that this is a confirmation for whoever has resonated with the last, I don't know, 4 readings that I've done. Like, I don't know how this could happen, but it has, because you saw it happen just now. This is having to do with, oh my gosh, I can't pick it up. This is having to do with being in a situation, doesn't have to be romantic, but being in a situation that you know, third party, you know, is holding you back from your goal. This isn't, oh, maybe it's possibly, it could be a factor. Nope. You know exactly that this is what needs to come to an end. This is what needs to have this storm energy, this tower energy, this upheaval, this transformation. This third party energy needs to GTFO. Is what it feels like. And again, I'm not telling you what's going to happen. I'm not telling you how you should feel or how you will feel. I'm telling you how you are feeling. This is a confirmation. This is how I read. If the message comes in, someone in the collective is experiencing this. If you're looking at this being like, this ain't me, this is probably not your reading, and that's okay. But this is for someone who knows exactly what I'm talking about. Third party could be a job, busybody family members, slightly toxic old friends that you've had around for a little while. Maybe you should not let them take so much time in your life because it doesn't add to your highest good. Like those friends that are always like, let's party on a Wednesday night till 4 a.m. even though you have to work at 7 a.m. Like, could be a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone that you absolutely know is not making you happy. That you've had thoughts already of leaving them in pursuit of who you want to be with, whether it's your soulmate, divine soulmate, twin flame, red thread of fate, someone you just know you want to be with. It could be a lot of things. Third party means something is in the way of your goal, of your finish line, of what you want for yourself. Okay. Tell us more about what needs to close out during this remaining energy of the strawberry moon. Roll the dice. Take a chance. Leap of faith. Y'all, for the collective that this makes sense, you know what needs to go. Whatever this is, has been a huge block in attaining what it is that you want. But there's a certain level of if it's a relationship, there's a certain level of comfort there. And you're not sure this is a little bit muddy. So, you're not sure if you want to take the risk of leaving the relationship because what will happen afterwards? I don't know. The road is clear and you can get towards your goal, whatever it is. Or it could be you heavily considering taking the chance and being like, look, this isn't making me happy. I need to take a chance. 2 things can either happen. Either I attain my goal or I have the freedom to attain my goal. You got to take a chance. If it's a job or a friend or family or whatever, something else other than like a romantic relationship holding you back, I feel I'm hearing humming and hawing. You're like, well, I mean, yes, in theory, on paper, this would clear up a space for me to accomplish my goal, to get to that finish line, to get to the end goal. But what is the emotional, societal, familial fallout from taking this risk? I mean, those are things you have to weigh in balance, Okay, what else just needs to be released? I have a hiccup. That was twice. I tried to hide the first one because I didn't want to say it in the middle of my sentence, but it happened just before I started talking. So I have 2 hiccups. Channeling. Okay. Then we have Spontaneous, unexpected, and surprise visit pop up. Oh boy. Oh boy. So if this is a person, like if you are connected with, if you're in like in a situationship, if you're in a relationship that is not making you happy and that you've known for a really long time that this isn't where you want to be, and you're not sure about whether or not you're ready. Well, some people will be like, I'm ready to take this chance. I'm ready to roll them dice. And so other people, if it's a relationship or other stuff, are humming and hawing like, I don't know, what is going to be the fallout if I leave this? Regardless of where this is or what this is, whenever it is that you all move out of this energy, either A, you're going to have a sign that kind of takes you by surprise, or if you are in a relationship and want to move towards something else, you may consider being like, let me just drive to their house. Like, should I text them? I don't know. Would it be romantic if I just popped up on their porch, in the rain with a love confession? you know what I'm saying? Like just popping up like a rom-com. Or it's a message that is going to catch your attention after this decision or action has been taken. But it will only happen after you've kind of dealt with that energy. Okay, one more for the strawberry moon as far as what's being let go. Crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build a new. Okay, I can't even. How much more? How much more? What you built feels like it's falling apart because it's not meant for you. Again, this is confirmation. I'm not telling you how you should feel or how you will feel. This is a confirmation for somebody who's watching this. Whatever this third party is, family, friends, job, love, romantic relationship, you know that it's not for you. You've already kind of hummed and hawed like, I should do something. I should take the chance. I should strike out, on my own. This will be hard. I'll be a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. That's where the lyric comes in. I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. That's how it sounds. I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. That's the lyric. That's how the song sounds. And so some of you, after you make that decision to move away from whatever it is, relationship, job, friendship, family, whatever, you'll either get a sign, a very obvious kind of neon sign, or you're going to be like, should I just romantic gesture, just go to their house with a bouquet of roses, or just arrive there in the rain with a love confession? Because what I had before just fell apart spectacularly because it wasn't for me. And that's okay, because I know what I'm going to build going forward with the thing, the situation, with the job, with the friends, with the family, with the loved one that I want. It's going to be solid. Like strong foundations. Okay, so now let's look at what's going to happen with this thunder moon, or like kind of the storm energy. This tower moment. What is it bringing in? What is it trying to clear out? Okay, so we have, oh no, I just dropped all of my cards. Dang it. Hold on. This is the card that came out, but let me clean up my mess. Gosh, they're everywhere. Oh, my cards are everywhere. I have tiny paws. I can't hold all of the cards. Anyways, what you're supposed to release is karmic. I mean, sorry. Criminy sakes. Oh my God, I didn't even see that it said third party. Third party. What needs to be released? The storm energy that's coming forward to clear, like a tornado just coming through to clear a path, is releasing whatever the hell is in your way. And I do, in a very strong way, I heard, it's in the fucking way. That's what I just heard, okay? Sorry about swearing, but we're all adults here. It's in the way. This storm energy, this tower energetic moon tower. Sorry, when I get lots of energy like this, I get a little bit tongue-tied, and I also have a list, but just rock with me, okay? this needs to happen. And you know it. This is why I'm hearing it needs to happen, because you've already made the decision of whatever it is that you need to move away from. Whatever this is, you already know. Like, you've already identified whatever this is, job, friend, family member, or relationship. You've already made the call that this is not bringing you happiness. It is keeping you in balance. It is keeping you from what you want to achieve in your happiness, in your love, in your job, in your opportunities, whatever. You've already identified it. And this is why I'm hearing from my guides, it needs to happen. That needs to be, that karmic cycle needs to be released. Okay. So let's get some more cards about that storm moon, basically thunder moon. Okay. Wedding rings. Union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion. Okay, so right next to the karmic card, under this thunder moon or the storm or the tower, in tarot, and I know I don't have to say this for a lot of people, but I don't know who's watching. Maybe there's someone who's new to tarot. When we talk about tower energy or storm energy, what we're talking about is an energy that will come in to clear out things in order to make room for what's meant to be there. So you're releasing and having things taken out of your life that is no longer serving you, that is holding you back, that is not adding to your happiness, in order to make way for something that is meant for you. That's what it's, literally this tower moon or this storm thunder moon is saying, what needs to get the hell out of here is this karmic third party in order to make way for love. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be marriage, but it is devotion. It is a soul connection. I'm hearing soulmate very strongly. I keep hearing divine soulmate very strongly. Also twin flames, or just someone who is a better fit for you. It doesn't have to be marriage, but it is definitely union with someone you love. Okay. Oops, hold on. I fell on the floor. That is Mend Souls. Sorry, trying to get it in there. Hold on, Belle. I have to move you backwards. So there's enough room for everybody. Mend Souls. Love with purpose. Heal with compassion. Oh my God. This makes me feel... Oh, my candle's going to go out soon. Sorry. If it goes out, I'll have to pause the video because I need to have my little sun and moon here. Love with purpose, heal with compassion. And I love how it's in between. Again, I'm hearing, I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. So there may be some residual pain from whatever you left. But whoever this is, with these flowers and the color palette, makes me feel like this person's very kind, very understanding, very in touch with their like healing, understanding, good listener kind of energy. And not only will they love you, but they will help heal you. And not because you asked for it, not because they're like, oh, let me fix you. No, just being with them, whoever that is, helps heal the pain. And also being with you will help heal their pain. Like together, again, I heard twin flames and divine soulmate for a reason. But now that you know that they exist, I almost feel like it's like a finish line. It's like your end goal, your end game. If you're a gamer, your end game. Okay, one more card. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then we have desire. Well, I mean, desire, which is chemistry. I'm not gonna lie. let me find a way to say this without it being too much for YouTube. You can have like a one night stand and it be a fun time. Will never compare to what it feels like being together with someone who's not only loves you and understands you and helped mend your soul, but there's trust and vulnerability. That kind of like connection can send your senses spinning into the stars. That's the kind of like vibe and chemistry and like, you know, that I'm talking about. So it's like there was a little bit of pain, but they helped heal. You created vulnerability. And now that kind of connection, that chemistry connection, that physical connection is wild. Okay. All right. So let's get some tarot. Where are we on time? We're at 50 minutes. If I do tarot, it's going to be so much longer. Okay. I want to know what this is. This third party karmic. Let's see. Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups is love. It's devotion. It is having a connection with someone who sees you, not just literally sees you, but like sees your inner self, sees you eye to eye, understands you. To have this in reverse as what and who in the situation that you might be in, or the person you resonate with, or the person you're connected with, sorry. The situation that's a third party is a third party because I just heard none of it resonates with them on a soul level. Like none of it. Like maybe it was a good time to take that job. Maybe they've been friends for a really long time, but they've grown apart. Maybe it's because they're a family member and that's the only reason why they keep contact with them. Maybe because the relationship, I hate to say it, maybe the relationship was okay at one point, but has, very obviously kind of just morphed into this thing that doesn't resonate at all. And yet, this energy is stuck here. Let's look at this karmic, because I want to know what it is. The Devil. This karmic is playing... Oh, why am I hearing is playing on... What's the word? This karmic person, situation, friendship, family dynamic is playing on your emotions. And that's how it's keeping you snared. Like, if you leave, job, friend, family, lover, what will I do? I'm lost without you. Like playing on your emotions like that. While at the same time you, every single day, are giving up little pieces of yourself to keep this person happy. I'm also hearing lust. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm hearing lust, and this may be a very specific thing. It may be this person's playing on your particular appetite. It could be a friend with benefits situation. This could be someone who you're in a relationship who's not really a romantic interest. They're more like a friend that you sleep with sometimes. So it's playing on lower vibrational energy to keep you snagged, either emotional or your appetite, let's say. Okay, so let's see who this is, and that is wedding rings. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, someone who is going to improve your life exponentially. Someone, look at all these cute little, hold on. I even love the color palette is very similar. There's like, what is that? Like plants, like leaves, and then snowflakes, and then like fiery. That's all the seasons it looks like. This person is wanting to move forward with you in a healing, beautiful, balanced, loving, honest way. It's this energy, this wedding ring energy, whoever this person is, whatever this situation is wanting to improve your life exponentially by moving the wheel forward in a positive way. Let's look at desire. Okay, so then we have Ace of Pentacles. Remember how I was saying that when you have a one night stand or like a one time hookup, it can be fun, but it pales in comparison to the experience, the sensations, how intense that final moment is when you're with someone that you trust. The Ace of Pentacles is telling me that between these two energies, that the stability and safety that this person can bring into your life is what makes it catches it creates a fire within this energy. I just heard oh gosh, okay, it's like a meme way of saying it. I'm probably gonna F it up, but you think casual encounters is fun? How about deep connection and vulnerability? Have you tried that? That's what's going to light your fire. And deep connection and vulnerability sounds like boring things, but when you feel truly comfortable with someone, when you feel like they understand you, that you can open yourself up to them and be your authentic self, and they won't run away, and they will hold space for you, and they will hold you like the sacred sovereign being that you are, and pass no judgments on what your thoughts, feelings, desires are, and your proclivities or interests and appetites. When you feel safe like that, think about what that experience could be like. Okay? Look, I'm going to stop it right there because I feel like it's going to get spicy, and I'm trying to keep it cool for YouTube. But thank you so much for being here for this reading. I cannot believe that this card came out, and I cannot believe that these two cards came out. Only to say from that fact that this is probably the closing energy for this week and a half long series, basically, that I've been having. But I really appreciate it because I can't do any of this without the collective. I'm channeling your energy, and the strongest energy comes through, and I tell it in the cards. So hopefully this is helpful for someone. Hopefully it resonated with someone, and I appreciate you all so deeply. Like, shares, and subscribes are always really appreciated because it helps other people find my stories. And I will see you at the next reading.